TeleMessage text and voice recording archiving for the Telefonica O2 mobile network. TeleMessage archiving allows Telefonica O2 customers to capture SMS text messages and voice call recordings and archive them in Enterprise Archive. The workplace of today is a different environment. An ever-growing component of employee communications is moving to mobile devices. Emails are being replaced with text messages, calls, and other mobile messaging channels. Mobile phones are being used by organizations and employees for an ever-increasing share of business communication. For highly regulated industries like government and finance, these mobile communications come with a burden. They need to comply with regulation and to archive text messages. The most common text and voice archiving regulations are in the financial sector. Financial firms are required to archive text messages and voice recordings to comply with MiFID II, FCA, and similar regulatory demands for mobile chat and communication archiving. Similar mobile archiving requirements exist in other verticals. To avoid violations of federal law as well as financial regulations, organizations are required to maintain and present all text messages and voice call recordings sent to constituents, stakeholders, colleagues, or customers outside of the company's network. Unlike other text and voice call archiving solutions that might require installing apps or changing employee habits to capture text messages and voice call recordings, O2 SMS and voice calls archiving can capture and archive all native SMS messages and voice recordings without the need for app installation nor changes to employee habits, companies, workflows, or other business processes. O2 text and voice recordings archiving allows your employees to exchange text messages and voice recordings, while all communication is captured and archived securely with no user effort. If they need to travel, text messages and voice call recordings are captured and archived even while your employees are roaming. Easy to set up, configure, launch, and maintain. The TeleMessage text and voice recording archiving for the O2 mobile network entails no app download, no user effort, and no changes in messaging behavior. It's the painless way for government, finance, and other organizations to archive SMS and voice recordings with other communication in a unified enterprise archive to record and archive their employee SMS communications and voice calls. All SMS and voice recordings are backed up on the company on-premise servers or an archiving cloud provider, or your choice ready for download, search, and e-discovery. Your organization can choose where to store the O2 texts and recordings from a variety of leading compliance and archiving vendors. So, whether you're discussing official business, approving transactions, or finalizing details, you need to be sure you're in compliance. Store text messages and voice recordings in the cloud or on-prem. Provide information for public record requests, investigations, claims, e-discovery cases, and more. Run searches based on sender or recipient, number, text, date range, employee email, and other data. Get TeleMessage text and voice recording archiving for O2 today and answer all your mobile archiving and compliance requirements.